Welcome to the Natural Nine Ingredient Shakedown.
It's important to know what is on a product's label and why. Here, we investigate ingredients used in natural skincare, one by one.
Today, we are talking about the ingredient that feels the most luxurious. Just the name, Rosehip Oil, sounds expensive. It makes me think of bouquets and perfumes.
And that is the first misconception we need to shake down. If you open a bottle of true rosehip oil expecting it to smell like a fresh bouquet of roses, you are going to be disappointed.
It doesn't smell like roses.
Not at all. It smells earthy, almost like dry tea leaves or wood. That is because we aren't using the flower petals. We are using the fruit.
The rose has a fruit.
It does. When the rose petals drop off and die, they leave behind a small, spherical fruit called the hip. It is packed with seeds. That is where the oil lives.
So the flower is for show, but the fruit is for business.
Exactly. The hip is where the plant stores all its survival nutrients for the winter. It is essentially a concentrated vitamin bomb.
Speaking of vitamins, this oil is famous in the anti-aging world. Why is that?
It is one of the very few plant oils that naturally contains Trans-Retinoic Acid, which is a form of vitamin A.
Wait, isn't retinoic acid what they put in heavy-duty prescription creams, the stuff that makes your skin peel?
It is the synthetic version, yes, but in rosehip oil it is delivered naturally and gently. It encourages cell turnover, helping the skin renew itself, without the harsh irritation of synthetic retinols.
So it's safe for sensitive skin, but still does the heavy lifting.
Precisely. It regenerates the skin rather than stripping it.
I found a strange piece of history while researching this. Did you know that during World War II, the British government actually paid people to forage for rosehips?
They did. It wasn't just a hobby, it was a matter of national health.
Why? Were they running out of jam?
They were running out of vitamin C. Oranges couldn't get past the naval blockades, but scientists discovered that a single rosehip contains 20 to 60 times more vitamin C than an orange.
Wait, 60 times?
Yes, it kept a generation of children healthy when fruit was scarce. And on your skin today, that massive natural dose of vitamin C is absolutely critical for building collagen.
So it's not just a trend, it's a nutritional weapon.
It is. If it's strong enough to replace oranges for a whole nation, imagine what it does for your face.
I've noticed our rosehip oil has a very distinct color. It's almost orange.
That color is your quality assurance. The orange hue comes from carotenoids, specifically beta-carotene and lycopene. These are powerful antioxidants.
So if I buy a rosehip oil and it's clear or pale yellow,
Then it has likely been refined or bleached. If you strip the color, you are stripping the antioxidants. We want that deep, rich amber color because it proves the nutrients are still alive in the bottle.
I have to be honest, raw rosehip oil scares me a bit. It's dark orange and it smells like, well, a bit like earth.
You aren't wrong. It is potent and it is pungent, but that is exactly why we don't sell it in a bottle by itself. This is where the art of formulation comes in.
Because we balance it out?
We neutralize it. We take that earthy, intense oil and blend it with the natural sweetness of yellow beeswax and the fresh scent of coconut oil.
So those ingredients act as a natural perfume.
Exactly. The honey notes from the wax and the tropical notes from the coconut overpower the earthiness, and the creamy beef tallow dilutes that intense orange color.
So we get the vitamin A punch
Without smelling like a garden shed. It is the perfect compromise, medicinal power wrapped in a gentle, pleasant cream.
We call this episode the natural eraser. I assume that refers to scars.
It does, whether it's stretch marks from pregnancy, acne scars, or little scratches on a toddler's knees, rosehip oil is clinically proven to improve skin texture and elasticity.
Is that the vitamin A working again?
It's the combination of vitamin A and high levels of essential fatty acids, omegas 3 and 6. They work together to rebuild the tissue structure. It's not covering up the damage, it's helping the skin repair it.
So it doesn't smell like a flower, but it heals like a medicine.
The fruit is always more powerful than the petal.
You can find our research and information for this episode published on the ingredients section of our website, natural9.co. And as always, if you have questions, drop a comment or send us a direct message.
We'll see you in the next ingredient shakedown.